Everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Well, please like on the way in. Gives me an energetic donation to the channel. Helps me tune into you. Flip the rules as you see fit. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And I'm going to call in some Reiki smoke. Clear the energy. There you go. All right. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you press that play button. Let's call in spirit. Let's get this party started, shall we? Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beautiful collective. All right, let's do the bigger celery sticks. One more pass. Okay, excellent. Let's clear it. Clear the energy. All these things do help out. Believe it or not. Please believe it or not. Perfect. All right, so these are collective readings, any energy, any sign. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Hang on, I'm going to go over here. Past, present, or future energy is always at play, my friends. And timeless readings. So hopefully you get something out of it. Closure for those that are looking for it. Understanding. We all need that, right? Let's see what we got. Spirit, give me a message for the overall collective, please, and thank you. Here we go. Here we go. We got Uranus. Looks like coming in quick, but it's in the reverse. So whatever communication or quick energy, wanting to but not doing it, it's like, yeah, they're not coming in yet. Whoever this might be, they might be afraid to come in. They might be afraid to tell the truth. But that's what it seems like. Taurus, earth sign. And the moon, but it's in the reverse. And the moon usually represents deception, secrets. It's in the reverse. But I feel like, and there's a distorted Leo in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, future. So it could be in the future that this person wants to come in and talk to you. But it feels like this quick energy, this fast moving energy, and the moon is in the background too. It's in the reverse. Maybe they don't want to deceive you anymore. This earth sign. There is a Leo here, though, that is distorted. I'm not quite sure what that's about. Why is there a distorted Leo spirit come through? I'm trying to think of where that box is to look for. Can't find it. Oh, it's because it's underneath here. Underneath the camera. Hang on. But there's no. What the heck? Hang on, I got it right here. See it? Alright, let's find out what this Uranus is about. And then I got my camera propped up here, so I'll put it back up here. I know. The latest technology. Alright, so we have 20. Says planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars. Uranus is 25 and it says 20 here. What the heck? Make that make sense. 20. Whatever, it's Uranus. Change. Okay, so Uranus acts like a cosmic clutch. It takes us from out of one gear and after some chaos shifts into another one. But surprised to be surprised, be ready to shift gears. So this is like not moving. It's like they're not going into another cycle, they're staying stuck. This is a Taurus. There's a deception here though. The moon here, it's like keeping this person stuck. It's in the reverse. But maybe they don't want to deceive you anymore. Let me see what the hell this moon is about. This moon is perception. The moon, ruler of Cancer, speaks of a deeper inner river of emotion. What motivates you, how you experience and express your feelings. So they're not expressing their feelings. First, perceive what unspoken emotions, emotional inner calling and patterns drive you. Look to your own moon sign. When you cooperate with your moon's emotional motivation, you'll find it easier to walk in harmony. So this person isn't walking in harmony. They're not saying their truth. So they're looking, it says look to feelings rather than logic to move the situation forward, but they're not. They're staying stuck. And there's a distorted Leo as well. And there's a future pattern. So past, present, or future energy. This could be futuristic. Could have happened. It could be happening soon. Or look, feeling trapped is at the bottom. This person feels trapped that they can't move forward. So they're not speaking their truth. Why? Feeling confused. Foolish games is here. Could have been playing foolish games. Secrets revealed, but I don't think that's true. Although secrets revealed in the reverse, but they're not revealing their secrets. Leap of faith is here. They're not taking that leap of faith. They could have sabotaged the connection. Or somebody could have sabotaged the connection. It was a foolish endeavor on their part. Yeah, testing your faith, it's saying here. But then there's this in and out energy. Yes, 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 yes. This person wishes they could turn back time and taking off the blinders. Maybe they needed to do that. Maybe you needed to take off your blinders, but free will's at play. It could be in a commitment. You could be in a commitment. Oh, controlling. Look at this one, bottom of the deck. My way or the highway. Oh, God. All right, well, free will's at play, my friend. So if they decided to choose not to, tell their truth or keep it hidden, but that's what I think the moon is here for. The moon is here because they're not telling you how they feel. It's like, yeah, they're not going to at this point. But energy can change. As I mentioned before, energy shifts. This could have been a player. As I'm shuffling, I'm seeing these cards. This could have been a player at one time, or a player, like, take it how it resonates. You could have crazy chemistry, really got along with this person. Felt like this could be the one. But in the end, God is in charge. Amen. God is large and in charge, and divine timing could be at play here, is what that's saying usually when it says God is in charge. So maybe you don't know everything because the moon's in reverse. So there could be things about the situation that you're not privy to as of yet. Maybe you don't need to be privy to if they're doing other things with other people. They could be with a baby mama. This could be you. Shadow work. They need to work on their shadow work. Endings. There you go. There was an ending. Doesn't mean permanent, but at this point, yeah, stand back. Don't get involved. Take a spiritual bath. It's being recommended. And ancestral protection. So you're protected by your ancestors from the situation, from the karmic backlash. So look at the ending. I never stopped loving you. They never told you that either. It's like this is kept on a down low. This wasn't something that you didn't understand. Let's go into the tarot a little bit, and then we'll go into other oracles, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of illusions here. Illusions and delusions. Somebody's only deluding themselves by not telling their truth, keeping their tongue, so to speak. Because there's 10 of Cups here. Ten of Cups is ultimate happiness. Ultimate happiness. They fantasize about that, being with you. Even when they're like reflecting in their solitude. They think about the opportunity, but they withdrew emotionally from you. Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This is a lot of emotions. But the moon is here in the upright, so there was an illusion that was cast. Two of Cups. A partnership. A partnership that should have happened, but maybe went to somebody else. Yeah. The Devil is here. There you go. The Devil is here. It could have been, the feeling trapped is here twice. They got themselves in a situation that they don't, it's maybe temptation here, that they feel like they can't get out of. And currently they're being blocked from you. So they can't. That's not a perception, even though it did talk about perception when we read about the moon. I feel like the perception is that they're trapped in a situation of their choosing, of their choice. Maybe they felt like they were going to have this Ten of Cups with somebody else. Possibly somebody that they had a commitment with or a connection with in the past that they revisited. Yeah. And maybe now, Nine of Wands, you're guarded against this person. Yeah, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, my God, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But justice is here. Cause and effect. They made a choice. They're trying to live with it. They're trying to persevere. They made their bed. They're trying to lie in it. Trying to make the best of a situation is what I'm hearing. Yes. But there's also truth and clarity. Ace of Swords. A new way out. A new way forward. This is what they want. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, they want a different scenario. They're dreaming about you. They're dreaming about it. But right now, the door is closed because of the devil energy. Tell me more about this devil energy, Spirit. What's keeping them stuck is more self-imposed prison than anything else. Because are we really trapped? No. Four of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this was control. This is a controlling person. This was control over their stability and their security, and they felt like they had to do this. Make this other choice. This is an emperor. A father figure. They could have children. They could be a leader. Could be a King of Pentacles as well. Emperor is embodiment of all the kings. So this is a head of a heart person. A practical person. More material. Earthly. Taurus, Virgo, Cap. You could be this Queen of Wands. Different. More in their emotions. More of an action-oriented person versus thinking about things. More, what is it, impulsive? Aries, Leo, Sag. Different individuals. Maybe there was a mind, a judgment. Yes. That it wouldn't work out. Maybe they wanted it to, though. The Star is here. You are a wish fulfillment for this person. And they're in grief about this. Five of Cups. Loss of you. You have, like, plans. Clear thinking. You're working on something. Two of Wands. Empress is at the bottom of the deck. You're the Empress to the Emperor. Ten of Pentacles. You're going to get wealth and prosperity. You're getting recognition for whatever you're doing. The Chariot's moving forward for you. You saw your inner peace in a situation. You walked away from a situation to seek your inner peace. Maybe quickly, too. You got new opportunities. Eight of Wands, working hard. Yeah, moving on. Six of Swords. You didn't stay stuck. You took a leap of faith towards your own self because you're a strong person that way. And you're getting progress. The Three of Wands is here. So the Hangman is here in the situation, but in your life, you're moving forward and you're gaining prosperity and you're gaining recognition. And this person's watching that. This person's watching. And I think that they understand they made a mistake. But I feel like at the time they thought that they were doing the right thing. They were in the devil energy though, so it wasn't really a clear perception. I think they judged you harshly. Perhaps you weren't in a situation at the time when you knew this person that you weren't prosperous. Maybe you didn't have what they were looking for materially or status-wise. And I feel like that was what they judged you about. Maybe they looked at you like a fool in a sense of that you didn't know what you wanted to do. And they already had their life planned out. They wanted somebody that was as dedicated as they were. And they picked a person that looked good, maybe even aesthetically, but also looked good as far as like how they would get them to where they wanted to go, this end game, the goal. A goal-oriented person, supposedly, like they were, but they still think of you. Yep. It's like a yin to the yang here. Maybe even a mirroring. Opposites attract, but I feel like there was, I don't know, there was more to this than meets the eye. Sort of like this picture. It's a perception of what you think it could be. It's two people that are opposite each other, but yet there is like a, what is it? I don't know, like you move well together. There was something together that the difference is, it's like you had something they didn't have, they had something you didn't have, and together it would have been a perfect match. What I'm hearing. But they didn't see that. Why didn't they see that, Spirit? Why didn't they see that? I don't think they dived deep enough. This could have been a new connection. They didn't go deep enough. Yeah. Inner child could be here. There's something about self-worth that they had to heal. Yeah. Maybe this person was very surface. They looked at things outwardly, like outward appearance. Didn't go any deeper than that. They had self-esteem issues, possibly from childhood. They liked you. They were excited by you. You like really stunned this person. Maybe they didn't feel good enough. Maybe they didn't feel like they were at a place in their life where they would settle down. And if they did, in their mind, maybe since youth, they had a certain person that they had in mind. Somebody that would be more of a match, not different, not opposites. There's also a crowd of people that may have had a say, that they were a people pleaser. Maybe they didn't want to go against the group dynamic. Yep. I feel like that's what it was. It was like a bunch of gossips circling the situation. 8 could be significant. It's an 8 in here. But there's a lot of people that were buzzing around this person. Yep. And they walked away from you based on that, based on other people's opinions, based on their own insecurities, based on where they felt like they were in life, like they didn't have what it took to be like a father at that time, or they didn't, a family man. Yes. It's like, it was like you guys were very different. Maybe all eyes were on the situation, watching. But you were opposite each other, but you could have worked together. They just didn't see it at the time. I feel like introspection time has changed this person's perception. Let's go into it, Spirit. What happened? I'm going to go into the Two of Kev's Tarot deck. I love the deck, and I feel like it really has a lot to offer intuitively. And you can pick it up on Etsy. Not that I'm getting paid, I'm just saying. I love it, and I feel like you would love it too. Spirit, what happened in this situation? Why they didn't see? I know there's an inner child, there's other people, but what is it specifically, Spirit? What happened in this connection? That they couldn't see this person's worth? What happened in this situation? Thank you, Spirit. It's like Four of Swords. I don't know. It's like they were sleeping on the job. Maybe they're dreaming about you. Oh, that's weird. Four Swords. What is this about? Oh, yeah. Money. Third party. They could have felt that you were lazy and unfocused. That could have been what was said about you with this third party. Like you weren't as driven or motivated as somebody else that was all about the Benjamins. Six of Cups, though. They had a lot of love for you, though. It was victory here. Well, your cups would have been filled. Their cups would have been filled. But maybe they went towards another person they felt would have been a better match. Hidden enemies here. Yep. Somebody got involved. Six of Wands, like a drama queen. Yep. Yep, somebody that stepped in the way. Somebody that maybe even said something about you. And you had your ascension. Maybe you're getting downloads while you're down there sleeping, right? The Magician, you manifested. 8 again. The infinity sign. They went with somebody based on looks. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody felt that was, more of what they were looking for. But look what happened here. The Tower. They made a decision. The lovers made a choice. Instead of choosing you, which they should have, they didn't. You were their divine partner. This was your soulmate. But they couldn't see it because they had all these other options. Just people like another person, their karmic, that stood in front of them. There was passion involved. Yes. Maybe you were innocent. Or maybe there's some innocence in here, a child. Could be children involved in this situation. Yours or theirs. King of Wands is here as well. So I feel like they grew something with somebody else. Maybe a commitment. Hierophant is here. Yep. And they didn't take a leap of faith towards you. They took a leap of faith towards somebody else and you just walked away. You took a leap of faith towards yourself. This was the twin flame. There you go. Divine partner, twin flame. Now there's conflict. 5 of Wands. The King of Pentacles. There you go. So they went towards somebody else that they thought they were more aligned to. Maybe they thought that that person was their divine partner. But look what it did for them. 10 of Wands, overburdened. And why? Because they're with a false person. Somebody that looked good, but really wasn't. 2 of Wands, now they're like what? Standing their ground, trying to make something grow. But 2 of Swords, blinded. Didn't have true knowledge of who you were and who this person was. Yep, just confused. 9 of Swords, this is what they wanted. The both of you confused. They could be an energy vampire that's with either one or the other. I feel like it's somebody that they're with. And look, the universe has made a judgment. This person's been through stuff, so have you. And you're ascending. Balance is being... What's the judgment? That balance is going to happen between the two of you? A balance is going to be given in a situation. Maybe, like it said, justice. You're going to get your justice. You're going to find out about this, the illusions, the confusion. Maybe it left you confused. Now your person's confused. You could be this Queen of Wands. You could be that ascension could have changed the way you look in this person's eyes now. Nine of Cups, look. They're looking at you. Maybe you are laying back now. You're not sleeping on the job, but you're laying back after all of the victories and all of the progress that you've made. Ace of Swords. Now a new beginning. Maybe truth and clarity about who you were. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Somebody backstabbed you. Could be your person too. The Moon was here. I feel like you were hidden here. There was a misconception about you. I feel like that is going to be revealed. Up in the clouds. Maybe that's what this person feels like. They were like entranced, right? Bamboozled by a person. Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you're getting a new job, making more money. People are seeing that. You're going to be successful. And this person is feeling like a fool because they didn't see you. They didn't choose you. They saw you in a light that was not your own. And now they're seeing the person that they're with is the person that was the person they should have been guarded against, not you. But I feel like at the time other people had their opinions and they made it quite clear to your person that you didn't belong with this group of people or this community of people. And they wanted to get on with people. They didn't want to make waves. They were not ready to settle for somebody that they felt wasn't going to be a match to them, and maybe they weren't in that right place. But I feel like their head was up in the clouds. They didn't really see you. You were hidden. You were distorted to this person. And I feel like it was because of other people that made that happen. They were happy with you. They were really excited about the difference. You were different. And then all of a sudden that difference became an embarrassment to them because of other people. So they chose a person that fit in. But they're not happy with that person. Because that person's faults. They're not who they truly presented themselves to be either. They presented themselves as a divine match. And really, you were that person the whole time. Now they see you winning, focusing, and working hard. You were always that person. And now they regret what they did. Spirit, give me a message, please. One last one. You've moved forward in your life. A different person. A different person. You ascended and you're in a different place. More guarded too than you were in the beginning. It says gratitude. Yeah, gratitude again. Always be grateful to your ancestors for protecting you, for the universe, for divinely taking you out of situations that could have caused you real harm. More than what you see here, this busted version of your past. Move beyond intention to belief. You believed in yourself. Even when other people in this group, even your soulmate, your divine counterpart, even when they didn't believe in you, you believed in yourself, and now that's where success is going to happen. You had faith, and you went with that. Good for you. Success and transformation. You transformed. Different. But there's beauty in the pain. There's beauty in the pieces. The broken pieces. It broke you for this person to do that. It really did. It hurt you. in a lot of ways, you suffered. You suffered the sting of the rejection of your person and the opinions of other people that created it. Even if you didn't know exactly what was said intuitively or even energetically, you knew that you weren't accepted to these people. You weren't accepted by these people. But you still move forward in gratitude. And because of that, you are going to have success. Sacred mirror. Maybe this person is mirroring you. You, the muse. You're an inspiration. You are an inspiration. You are living poetry. And maybe you do poetry. Maybe you are creative. And whatever creative endeavors that you are working on, Spirit is backing them. Other people are noticing that, including your person. So keep going and keep glowing, and don't allow anybody to stop you from your mission, from your creative endeavors, from what it is that really makes you tick. And it doesn't matter if people see you as different or weird. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being weird. Before you know it, you go from being weird in people's eyes to them emulating you. And it can happen like that. All of a sudden, your uniqueness becomes something other people copy. So continue to be who you are and never let anybody stop you from that. Thank you so much for joining me at Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe because I love to have you. Till next time, be safe, be blessed.